Srimad-Narayan. Jai Srimad-Narayan. Jai Srimad-Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to the Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to the 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sri Narayan Dham in Durban, South Africa. I welcome all those that are watching this discourse locally, nationally, and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that's going to be watching this discourse when it is posted on YouTube and the various groups from around the world subsequently. Today is day 1 of the Navaratri celebrations, and at the Sri Narayan Dham here in Durban, South Africa, I need to explain this particular celebration, but scientifically. So the Sri Narayan Dham is an institution in the main for self and God realization. In order to achieve self-realization, our dimension is spiritual. Our teachings will culminate in educating those that are associated with us on how to extricate oneself from the material dimension in this very lifetime. And in order to accomplish this momentous task, we expound the teachings of Sri Vaishnavism. Vaishnavism means attachment to the Supreme Lord in His absolute state. Attachment to the Supreme Lord in His absolute state, which means negation of attachment to materialistic desires. So today, in our country, in temples that would have opened due to the relaxation of COVID-19 government regulations, as we are currently on level 1. And in the previous years prior to COVID-19, today would be a day that Jessica Panday Ramcharan would be celebrating with all her life. Yes, Jessica?
Yes, sir.
Because she sent me a message on WhatsApp this morning, and I'm going to base the beginning of this Navaratri on the question that she posed. And because she and her husband comes from the Justice Department, I have to provide evidence. So at 7:36 a.m., which was this morning, she sent me a video. And she said, Narayan Guruji, this is the Navaratri I have known all my life. Is it accurate? This video that she sent me, for some reason it's not playing. Okay.
This is the genesis of Durga, and this is how her story and the Navaratri began. The buffalo demon, Mahishasur, was granted his wish by Lord Brahma.
Okay, so this is the common Navaratri that is celebrated here in South Africa and in India. And it is more appealing to those of us that are in Sanatana Dharma, because it is a materialistic, ritualistic observance of the 9 forms of Mother Durga. This comes down from the Smartas, Adi Shankar Acharya, and they would celebrate the 9 forms of Mother Durga in the Advaita philosophy. The Advaita philosophy of Adi Shankar Acharya. Alright? They would celebrate the 9 forms of Mother Durga. So in order not to contradict myself or seemingly contradict myself, I have Jessica gave me some work today. Normally I just saunter into this room and I connect to some power out there and I flow. But be that as it may, I think it is necessary for us to eradicate confusion, especially at the Sri Narayan Dham, so that we know the celebrations that we are involved in and the reason, specific reason, scientific reason, and scriptural reason for what we do. So we must be guided by scripture, we must be guided by common sense, we must be guided by logic, and we must be guided through spiritual science to understand why we celebrate what we celebrate. Okay? So the Srimad-Bhagavatam is one of our authorized scriptures, and 80% of the Srimad-Bhagavatam is found in the Vishnu Puran, and Lord Sri Ramanuj has stated that the Vishnu Puran is a commentary on the Vedas itself. So based on that, I want to jolt your memories a little bit on the birth of Lord Sri Krishna. How many of you know the story on the birth of Lord Sri Krishna? Dana? So, the 8th child of Devaki, that was born was whom? No. Was Mother Durga. Mother Durga, and Kamsa wanted to kill her, and she flew from his hands and she went into the sky, and this is what she said. So I want you to understand, when we reject a particular philosophy, it is not necessary that we reject the deities. A particular philosophy may impel by misunderstanding scripture. Certain gurus will formulate certain deities to be worshipped. When we reject that philosophy because it was not scriptural, we do not reject the deity. And you will see on my left, I have a murti of Lord Shiva and I have a murti of Mother Durga. We have Lord Ganesha. Alright? And we have Hanuman Baba with Lord Ram and Mother Sita. So there are philosophies that take these deities and make them supreme to Lord Srimad Narayan. We reject the philosophies, but we do not reject the deities, because the deities exist. And here you can see in the Srimad-Bhagavatam itself, and I'm going to read 2 or 3 verses. So when Mother Durga escapes, Canto 10, Chapter 4, Text 12, and she states, "O Kamsa, comma, you fool, comma, what will be the use of killing me? Question mark. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, comma, who has been your enemy from the very beginning and who will certainly kill you, comma, has already taken his birth somewhere else. Therefore, do not unnecessarily kill other children." That is text 12, Canto 10, Chapter 4, text 12, Canto 10, Chapter 4, text 13. After speaking to Kamsa in this way, comma, the goddess Durga, who is Yoga Maya, comma, appeared in different places such as Varanasi and became celebrated by different names such as Annapurna, Durga, Kali and Bhadra. Alright? And in the purport, I'm just going to read the various names. The goddess Durga is celebrated in Calcutta as Kali, in Bombay as Mahadevi, as Mumba Devi, in Varanasi as Annapurna, in Cuttack as Bhadra Kali, that's where Jessica need to go, Cuttack, and in Ahmedabad as Bhadra. Okay? So, those that worship Mother Durga in all these forms are called Saktas, S-A-K-T-A-S, Saktas. And those that worship Lord Srimad Narayan are called Bhaktas. Alright? So, it depends where you are in life, in which dimension you are, and how much of knowledge you have, and what your merits are from a previous birth. who you're going to worship and how you're going to worship. Okay? So those of you that still want to be materialistic, Meena, you will worship Mother Durga. Those of you that want to be fully materialistic, you will worship Mother Durga. There is nothing wrong in worshipping Mother Durga, but not in this ashram in that way. Because in my introduction, I stated that this institution, the constitution of this institution is self-realization. And Mother Durga, Durga means prison. Durga means prison. Mother Durga, her job is to imprison you in this material world by continuously fulfilling your material desires. As you have a desire, she will support it. And she will imprison you life after life after life after life by giving you machines in which you can insert your self, which is the soul. So if you are snaky, you'll have the next machine will be a snake, Sita. And when your soul leaves this body, it will go into a snaky body. If you are demonic, you'll get a demonic body. If you are divine, you'll get a divine. She is a producer of these bodies, Mother Durga, and she will keep you imprisoned. That is her function. That is her function. That is her name. Durga means in Sanskrit, prison. But it depends. You see the constant ebb and flow of devotees into this ashram. You all have noticed now, all right? Sometimes we are full, sometimes we are half full. It's because people come in with materialistic desires. When their desires are fulfilled, Meena, after the divorce is through, Meena, then the Guru won't see Meena anymore at satsang. Why? She got what she wanted. If you come here for a material reason only, once it is fulfilled, what is the necessity of coming here, Jessica? Because your reason was to come here only for material gain. If you come in here for a car, after you got your car, what can bind you to this satsang? Your only binding to this satsang was that car. After you got your car, there's nothing to hold you in this satsang. And this is why I say, come with 50% material because you need materialism to subsist, and attune your mind 50% to the Lord. That what you are asking the Lord is one atom. Your material subsistence is not even an atom for the Lord. Don't express all your desires on an atom. Look at how big the Lord is. All the atoms reside in Him. All the atoms reside in the Lord. Why are you looking for a decimal of an atom from within the Lord when you can have the Lord Himself? But you start off from the decimal of an atom, and when the Guru gives knowledge, take that knowledge. Don't only use the Guru's knowledge here in Satsang, Mama. As you and Bhabhi going home, you're supposed to question Bhabhi and tell her, see, all your Bhadra Kali actions of the past 30 years with me, you have to flush it away and become Mahalakshmi. Mama, as you take in your wife home, what you supposed to tell her? Kali, Durga, all that must go away. We are Vaishnavites. You must be Lakshmi, sitting on a lotus. Don't tell her you must be Narayan. She must be Lakshmi. You just remain Mama. Mama?
Yeah.
Alright? So, it is important to come to satsang. It is important to understand the contents. The contents. And if you go back to all my Navaratri discourses, I've never repeated a discourse. But the substance is always the same. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So, you need to understand, Jessica, that yes, that Navaratri that you grew up from a child, there is nothing wrong with it. But if you celebrate and accept Mother Durga in that way, then you're doing it for material gain. You're doing it for material gain. So as Sri Vaishnavites, we celebrate Mother Lakshmi in 8 forms. In 8 forms, all of her forms is necessary to live as a human being. Prosperity in health, in wealth, and in order to live, I'll give you the 8 forms tomorrow. I wanted to give you a background for you to understand that if we celebrate Navaratri through the Devi side as you understand it, then I'm going to be defeating the ends of having this satsang through the Sri Narayan Dham as we are Vaishnavites. So there is a dictum that I keep repeating: respect all, worship your own. It also exists within the broader framework of Sanatana Dharma itself. So those that are worshipping Mother Durga today from as a sakta, then we should respect them. But we should worship through Vaishnavism, our own philosophy. Respect all, worship your own. Whoever is in whichever dimension, and if they insist to be in that dimension, then you allow them to continue there. Those that want to evolve to this dimension, then you hold their hands and bring them through. Understand, Satish Bhai? Does it make sense? Does it clarify why so many types of worship in Navaratri in so many places, yet we belong to one dharma. Yet we belong to one dharma, but we are celebrating it in so many different ways. So, would Jessica attachment to materialism, money, wealth, greed, I think she should join Vishwadhara and become a disciple of Vishwadhara. Alright? Would Jessica at see if I have a time here. Okay, 7:36. I don't know whether Srini or his wife forwarded me a message. Not you, then his wife. Alright? So I want to read out that message forwarded by Srini's wife. So my work is getting easy. Alright? Jessica came with another angle and Srini's wife obliterated her. And she was in hospital at that point in time. She came out today. Yeah, at 9:25. Exactly 2 hours later, Mahalakshmi whacked Kali. Alright? So let's look at what she sent me, and I want to read it, and then I'll send it to the transcribers, so you don't have to write it. You can copy it from here, alright? Real fasting of Navaratri in the intellectual level means purification of the soul in the following ways. Pratma, I will leave all my anger. Meena, don't put your anger in that prasad. Dvitya, D-W-I-T-I-Y-A, I will stop judging people. Tritya, I will leave all my grudges. Chaturthi, I will forgive myself and everyone. Meena, what I said? I will forgive myself and everyone. Meena, you must forgive everyone. Meena, Panchami, I will accept myself and everyone as they are. Shasti, I will love myself and everyone unconditionally. Saptami, I will leave all my feelings of jealousy and guilt. Astami, I will leave all my fears. Navami, I will offer gratitude for all the things I have and all which I will get. And Dashami, this is on the 10th day, there is abundance in the universe for all, and I will always tap the same and create what I want through unconditional love, sadhana, nishkama seva, and faith. All right? So this is the science, one part of the science of Navaratri. 9 days and 9 nights. In this 9 days and 9 nights, if you go within, that demon that Mother Durga kills on the 10th day, there are 9 demons within. Kill those 9 demons within so that you can liberate yourself from the impulsion of these demonic traits. So it is your choice, Jessica. If you are the Sri Narayan Dham, the Guru will send you within. If you are there, out there, then you will be looking for things on the outside. When you look for things on the outside, it's called attachment to materialism. And Mother Durga will give you another appropriate body when you leave this body. But when you go inside, then when you cast off this body and you have complied with the Guru's instructions, then you won't have another material body. Allow Mother Durga to kill the demons inside you. Satish? Killing the demon inside is not a very good proposition because we all want things from the outside. But if you kill the demons inside, then the demons outside you won't have a demonic pull over you anymore because you have removed the pull. It's like a magnetic field. The demon within is controlled from the demon without. If you remove all of your demons within, you can look at the demon without in his eyes. Jessica, you're trying to look at Vasan? You can look at the demon in his eyes. That demon cannot impel you anymore because you have removed his counterpart from within you. So there's no action. All of you understand? So 1 + 1 is equal to 2 at the Sri Narayan Dham. It is very, very accurate. It is very, very scientific. Please make use of this information. Forget big havans outside. Forget all those things on the outside. Light a havan inside and start burning the demons within. Suffocate the demons within with the smoke. All right? There used to be in Saligram Hall a very big Durga Puja in this 9 days. And they used to hire an extractor. so that the smoke goes outside the hall. I'm saying light your havans inside Amita and let the smoke suffocate the demons within to death. Jai Srimad Narayan.